Welcome, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Gavin Greer alongside Andy O'Hara and Triton Trojans Hall of Fame, Ryan Lemler. We welcome you to Triton Trojan Sports Network. We welcome 5-5 Elkhart Christian Academy Eagles in today's game, taking on the Blue Swish, who are 4-8 and 1-1 in HNAC play. Triton comes into the game averaging 29 points per game and allowing 37.9. Elkhart comes in the game averaging 42.4 points per game and allowing 36.3. Triton will be coached tonight by Adam Heckaman, who has 127 wins in 12 years, and Elkhart will be coached by Brent Miller, who has 29 wins in 4 years.
So we're going to turn the reins over to Gavin now. We're going to let him be this. Is going to be his debut as the I guess you don't have a debut. This is your second play-by-play time you've done this, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to have the starters, national anthem. We'll be right back after the national anthem starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Elkhart Christian Eagles and your Triton High School Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Elkhart Christian as our guest at tonight's contest. At this time, if you please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Yeah.
So now we're going to have the starting lineups here for first for Elkhart Christian. Only have 6 players on their roster. Looks like they're going to have Leah Burden out there alongside Camille Annan. And Darryn Caudill. Is that Camille Annan or Annan? Annan.
Number 23,
Abbey Mckibbin, the second senior. Her and Burden are the two seniors on, one of the 2 of the 3 seniors. And Shealey Skaggs, the other senior, will be round out the starting 5. So number 3, Leah Burden. Number 12, Darryn Caudill. Number 21, Camille Annan. Number 23, Abbey Mckibbin. And number 44, Shealey Skaggs. And, of course, the starting 5 for Triton, you're going to see Taren Yates out there with Whytnie Miller, Kinsey Atkins, Abbey Viers, and Lexia Hostrawser rounding out the 5 for the Lady Trojans.
It's weird that they only have 6 girls. The roster showed 7.
Yeah, it must have had somebody kind of maybe an injury or something else. Maybe that's why they're not here tonight.
Yeah, that could have been.
No JV for Elkhart Christian. That's why this game got moved up to just a varsity game here tonight. So Adam Heckaman will have a pretty deep bench tonight.
Yeah. Elkhart's probably going to struggle with only 6 players that make all their starters have to play a lot of time.
Triton is favored in this one, 42-31 according to John Harrell. This will be the second of 3 home games in 4 days.
Yeah.
So we'll have that here. Like I said, Gavin's he's gonna take the bull by the horns tonight and we're gonna listen to him do the talking. I'll just chime in when needed. So Gavin, it's all yours, buddy. Take her away.
Gonna have Viers and Abbey Mckibbin doing the jump tonight. Both teams get set up. Ball goes up. Abbey gets the ball, tips it to Kinsey Atkins. Will bring it up to start the game. Passes over to Whytnie Miller. Kicks to Taren, who passes down low to Whytnie Miller for the jumper. Misses by Lil. Hostrawser gets a rebound, kicks it back out. Yates picks the ball up, carries it. Turnover for Triton. We're going to have Camille Annan.
Annan, yep.
Ball's brought up by Shealey Skaggs. Passes to Annan. Passes over to Caudill on the side. All the way over to Burden. Back to Skaggs. Down to Annan. He's ready to shoot. Puts it up, misses. Rebounded by Abbey, who hits the floor. We have a jump ball. Going the Elkhart way.
Just getting ready to say, I didn't see it on the scoreboard. There it goes.
Burden inbounds to Caudill, passes up to Skaggs. 3-point basket is good. Miller passes into Yates, will bring it up for Triton. Pass it over to Miller.
It's a good job by Elkhart Christian for Skaggs to get some separation and find some space out there along the 3-point line.
Triton's passing around the top. Looking to Atkins on the wing. Skip passes over to Miller, he'll drive. Passes down to Viers, goes off of her. Elkhart Christian ball.
Kind of one of those things there. Do you go up and it kind of got dribbled into trouble there just a little bit. Couldn't get Abbey Viers quite freed up down there in the paint.
Yeah.
So they'll get things early. It's still early on in this ball game. They'll get some things there. A tough game against Tippy Valley last night for them.
Elkhart Christian passing around, gets it down. Shots up by McKibbin. Got fouled by, looked like, is that Viers?
Yes, it is. The Abbey Viers will be her first personal team's first of the game. First foul of the game. Abbey had 2 quick fouls last night in that opening quarter. Kind of limited her in the first half.
First free throw by McKibbin. Yeah, McKibbin is good. Second free throw misses. Is rebounded by Lexia Hostrawser. Miller brings it up. Had Caudill coming up beside her trying to steal it away. Yates gets it over to Atkins, who doesn't catch the hard pass. It goes out of bounds for Triton. Elkhart Christian ball. Have Coach Heckaman taking a timeout.
So that's kind of one of those things there. I mean, you're kind of coming off kind of stale. I mean, like I said, they had a tough game last night against a pretty physical Tippy Valley team. And
yeah.
They're coming out here tonight. I mean, they're looking for a little bit of urgency. I mean, they're kind of, I guess you would say, exhausted. I mean, that was a hard-fought game.
It was.
I mean, you got to kind of figure in the stamina inside is going to be a little bit. This is the kind of game where you don't have to worry about a deep bench or a team that's really going to overpower you physically, but you kind of got to be there mentally because it's like, okay, it's a second of 3. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, this is a group that we know they're hardworking. We know what they're capable of doing, and they just need to slow down, take a deep breath, kind of get themselves going in the ball game.
Yeah. Hopefully, some of the bench will be able to come in tonight. Let the people that play more get some rest for their 3rd game this week, and get more time themselves to play this season.
And that'll be against Casson on Saturday afternoon here, so that's nice. It's a little bit earlier in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So.
Got a score update for 7th grade at LaVille. Of course, that's boys. Junior high, and Triton beat LaVille 46-35.
Good job, guys.
Do we have a junior high girls team?
That starts in late January, I think.
Doesn't?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure we have a team, but
I don't remember having one lately. Caudill dribbles it up, picked off by Hostrawser. Gets the fast break. Pauses, puts it in for 2 points.
Nice job by her to pause on the way in and let the defense kind of get past her. Good patient offense and shot there by Lexia Hostrawser.
Annan passes it down, picks off by Abbey Viers. Miller passes it all the way down to Atkins. Pass it hit out by Caudill.
So
like
lucky,
it's close between her and Viers for touching it.
so lucky break there. I mean, you're kind of coming down kind of quick, and the ball just kind of got threaded not quite in the right place, but look for a good inbound here.
Looks like we have a foul.
Might be on McKibbin, I believe. I'm not sure.
Can't tell what he's.
Oh, it's 12.
Oh,
Caudill. Caudill.
foul on Caudill.
Caudill.
Inbound to Miller. Looking for Hostrawser on the side. Gets it out to Yates. Miller gets the ball again. Dribbles to the right side. Passes to Hostrawser. Yates take it up to the top. Passes over to Miller. Looks for Kinsey Atkins. Is open on the wing for a three-pointer. Misses. Rebounded by Burden. Goes out of bounds on Triton.
Was that on the rebound or did they have possession? I wasn't looking up.
I don't think there was possession.
Okay,
Looked like it was loose.
That's kind of what I thought was loose ball.
Annan brings it up. Passes over to Burden on the side. Dribbles into the middle. Tightly contested by Kinsey Atkins. Hostrawser almost got it. Dribbles down. Kick ball by Taren Yates. Good job by her to use all of her body to stop the pass. Slow them down a little bit.
That's one thing that between that backcourt, they do a real good job of really attacking it out there in the guards. They're going to make you work on the outside.
Shot up by Burden. Missed. Rebounded by Miller. Bring it up for Triton. Takes it to top of the key. Drives down. Kicks it to Atkins. Atkins saves the loose ball. Pass it back to Miller. Passes over to Yates on the side. Dribble it up. Miller looks. Atkins looks down to Viers, who's open. Hit out by Caudill. Triton will maintain the ball.
Just need to settle down here. Just run your offense and just kind of trust your ability down there. There's talent down there for us. I mean, this is kind of a game where you kind of got to flex your muscles a little bit.
They just need to slow it down, play a little bit more patient right now. Triton passes around at top. Passes to Hostrawser. He'll drive, forces it down to Viers, loses it. Annan picks it up. Bring it up for Elkhart. Atkins comes in, kicks it away, gets a steal.
Those are two quick turnovers by both teams. They're good active hands by Kinsey Atkins to run her down from behind.
Really good job to get the ball back for us. Force it down to Hostrawser. Low pass to Viers. Force it, jump ball, going Triton way.
And Lexia Hostrawser was getting kind of slapped on the wrist there on the way through. There was a lot of contact in the lane. They just let him play here through a lot of contact early on.
Passes out to Miller. Passes to Yates on the side. Looks for Atkins in the corner. Finds Viers down low. She gets swarmed. Back out to Atkins. Gets it all the way over to Miller for the three-point shot. Misses. Rebound by McKibbin. We'll have Skaggs bring it up for Elkhart. Drives down, gets a shot off for 2 points.
And she's leading all scorers with 5 of Elkhart Christian's 6 points here tonight. Bules will check in on the next dead ball.
Over to Atkins, fakes the shot, makes her drop. Passes over to Yates. Travel's called.
Might have just shuffled her feet just kind of maybe weird enough to where they kind of thought, well, I guess we'll call it travel. I mean, sometimes in the way you kind of move your feet can sometimes be deceptive to the officiating crew. But like I said, tough job down there for those guys.
We have number 20, Jaelyn Bules, checking in for Hostrawser.
Yep.
Pass over to Burden. She'll drive past Atkins.
Ooh.
Looks like foul on Taren, I think. Yeah.
That's the second team foul for Triton.
Burden will pass it in for Elkhart Christian. Finds Caudill coming down low, gets the foul on the shot.
And that looks like that might be on Taren Yates as well.
Did look like that.
And it is.
It's her second foul of the game. Picking up 2 early ones. Looks like we're going to have Jessica Soriano coming in, I'm going to guess, for Taren Yates. Caudill misses the first free throw.
Substitution for Lady Trojans, number 12, Jessica Soriano.
Soriano's another one. This might be a pretty good game for her as far as the ball handling. I mean, this might be a game where she can really come out and
Caudill misses her second free throw, rebounded by Viers.
come out and really surprise you.
I agree. Passes over to Atkins, finds Jessica Soriano. Dribbles over to Miller. Miller looks down low for Viers, she's not open. Atkins looks down low, skips it over to Miller. Puts up the layup, gets 2 points.
And there's their first points for the Swiss Army knife. She's on the board.
Annan brings it up, trying to dribble through Miller, stays in front of her. Passes over to Burden on the wing, puts it up, 2 points.
It's a nice pull-up jumper there for the senior.
Jessica Soriano bring it up for Triton. Looks like we have Alyxa Viers getting ready to sub into the game. Next dead ball. Soriano, Atkins on the side. Skip pass is picked off by Caudill, who bring it up, passes down to Burden. Gets fouled by Atkins on the way to the hoop, gets her 2 shots.
That's going to be the 4th team foul on Triton. And Elkhart Christian will find their way back to the charity stripe. 1 for 4 on the night as we're going to get a timeout here. I believe it's going to be on Triton, be their second charge timeout.
I just thought of something. You interviewed Jaelyn, do a pregame interview with Jared.
Oh. Hey, you know, we could have some, I mean, we
keep the families.
Keep the sibling thing going. We don't have a brother on. Is Tyson here too? Oh, Tyson's down there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. So who do you think we ought to go for?
I want to do the Bules.
I want to do the Bules. I think that would be a good one. Now, after this quarter, you need to go down there and tell Jared we're going to do this.
Okay.
He's not getting out of it. I'll run him. I know he's stronger
He'll do
than
it for me.
No, he'll do it for you. now he's got to get Jaelyn to be all in on it. Have some fun. We'll keep this family thing going. Sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry week. Sibling rivalry week. I like it. It's like the Big Ten ACC challenge, but it's the battle of the siblings. I like it.
I'm excited to see who says they win more of the games between Jared and Jaelyn.
Oh, I'll bet it's pretty competitive. We're going to have some fun with this one.
Burden puts up the free throw off the front of the rim. Second free throw goes up. Goes through.
Oh, I had the wrong button.
Soriano brings up the ball for Triton. Burden closed out on that one pretty good. Guarding out deep tonight. Atkins on the wing, looking down low for either Viers. Jaelyn gets the ball, kicks it out to Miller, keeps it alive. Elkhart Christian's doing a really good job at making us be real quick with our passes, trying to make us play sloppy. We just need to be patient and slow it down a little bit. Lob pass by Atkins, too high for Viers, goes out of bounds. Going to have Emma Hepler subbing in for Kinsey Atkins.
You know, Caden's here too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw Caden walk in. Caden Atkins. We'll do him and Kinsey again.
Annan brings up the ball. Passes over to Caudill on the wing. Caudill tries to get ready for drive, passes out though, down to McKibbin. It's called for travel.
Just pulled that pivot foot just enough when she got ready to take off, shuffled her feet, and that'll be their 4th turnover. Triton's got 7 here, at least by my mark, in this first quarter.
Just because Soriano will bring up the ball for Triton. Emma Hepler to Bules on the wing. Soriano finds Emma, open for 3, puts it up, misses, rebound by Miller, goes up with it, gets the foul and the bucket. That's her, gives her 4 points on the night. Foul is on Burden, her first.
Team
By my
second
mark.
of the quarter. Yep, you're right.
Okay.
Second. And the Swiss Army knife starting off well from the free throw line here. That puts her up to 5 of the team's 7 points.
Annan brings the ball up for Elkhart, passes over to Skaggs, back to Annan. Playing hot potato right now. Drives through Triton defenders. Off, looked like Viers' knee. Jaelyn gets it before it rolls out. Miller brings the ball up for Triton. Soriano staying back, giving them some space to pass the ball around. Skips it over to Hepler.
Nice stop by her to keep that one corralled.
Yeah. Sounded like it might have hurt her hand a little bit, how hard it hit.
Oh, no, she plays volleyball. She's tough.
That's true.
I'm with that toughness with their wrists
Ball's
and their
not
hands.
as soft, though.
I know, but still, Emma's pretty tough.
A lot of these girls play softball, too.
Pass down to Miller.
Another
Shots
and
up,
one.
gets the points and the foul.
Whytnie Miller now leading all scores as things are knotted up at 9, and she'll have a chance to break the tie here from the charity stripe. Oh, forget the foul too.
Miller's free throw up, and it's good.
8 points in the night for her as Triton takes the lead.
Is that 2 for 2 on free throws?
Yes, sir.
Pass almost picked off by Hepler, just a little too high. Caudill tries to get down, passes out to Annan. Picked up tightly by Jessica Soriano, dribbles down. Blocked by Hepler.
Yeah, it was blocked by Emma Hepler. That was a pretty good block there by her to kind of turn away from it when it was coming in there. I mean, that was a real good job by her.
Like it was almost a double block. Her and Soriano both kind of had hands on it.
She just kind of put her hands kind of there about chest high and did a good job there. I'm getting it.
Well, I didn't know if we were doing it or not.
I'm getting there. You know me, I get talking. There you go.
Waiting. Did it save?
I hit save.
There we go.
There we go.
Now I got to put that on there. There we go.
So as we said, Whytnie Miller leading the way with her 8 points. Lexia Hostrawser adding the first bucket for Triton on the ball game. Really only fouls we have here thus far as Taryn Yates kind of went out early with those 2 fouls. Abbey Viers with her 1, then Kinsey Atkins with her 1 that she had. For Elkhart Christian, Skaggs started off with that opening 3-pointer that put him up early, and she has 5 points. Leah Burden has 3, and Abbey Mckibbin has 1, and only 2 fouls there for Caudill and 1 foul for Burden. So 3 team fouls there. As far as the team statistics, you're going to look at Triton. Perfect from the free throw line, 2 of 2, 2 of 6 for Elkhart Christian Academy. Triton shooting well from the floor, 4 of 5, 2 of 4 for Elkhart Christian, and Triton 0 for 3 and 1 for 2 from 3-point field goal. But the turnovers there, 7 turnovers to Elkhart Christian's 4.
Triton just needs to slow down the ball a little bit. Try not to force as many passes as they had.
I kind of think the ones that are used to the JV game to kind of get warmed up, they just kind of came out slow there in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But they've got the lead here to get the second quarter underway.
Passes up to Skaggs. Tries to call a play to Annan. And gets the ball, passes down to Mckibbin. Skaggs with a shot fake. Annan gets the shot up. 2-point shot is good. Her first points of the game. Soriano passes over to Miller. It's down the corner to Hepler before she passes to Bules. Soriano drives down, passes out to Hepler, kicks it to Miller.
Watch for Bules to get involved here on this one. She'll take her spot down in the low block. I'm got a feeling there's going to be a play dialed up for her.
Bules comes out top, hits it to Miller on the wing, back out to Soriano. Right here, they're really patient with their passing, not being forced too much by Elkhart Christian.
Kind of been real relaxed with that zone defense.
Yeah. Miller drives down, Hepler kicks to Soriano. Jaelyn Bules on the side, down to Miller, drives. It's the shot up but misses. Rebound by Skaggs. He'll bring it up for Elkhart Christian. Looked like she got away for carry there. Over to Skaggs again. Dribbles up to the top. Gets it down to Mckibbin. A jump ball?
Another call, a jump ball. Might have been held there just because it looked like she had plenty of ball on the play, but they're going to call it a jump ball. The Elkhart faithful that traveled here tonight didn't quite agree with that one.
Soriano will bring it up for Triton here. Down 1.
That is a turnover.
Soriano on the wing. Bules cuts down to the basket. Over to Hepler in the corner. Miller has the ball down on the wing. Really game to do whatever they want to do. Cutting around the paint. Trying to drive down. Gets out to Hepler, who saves it from going around. Spins it around. Back to Soriano. Back to Miller. Really eating the clock right here. Hepler, Soriano, Miller just passing it back and forth to each other. Waiting for Viers and Bules to try to get open down low. Almost had a look to Bules, kicks it out to Miller, fakes a shot, drives down, gets to Soriano who drives, goes up for the shot, misses, saved by Bules, but
Oh. It's gonna say.
they say it was out on Elkhart ball.
Yes, it went out on Elkhart's going to belong to Triton. He said he pointed to Elkhart. He
yeah.
said White pointed the other direction. He's
Hard
right.
to see what happened there, follow the bundle. Viers shoots it, rebounded by McKibbin. Passes to Skaggs, who'll bring it up for Elkhart Christian. Skaggs to Annan, back to Skaggs. Over to Burden, who'll take the three-point shot. Misses, rebounded by Whytnie Miller, who'll bring it up for Triton. Coming with some speed. Over to Hepler on the corner from 3. It's good.
Nice shot by Emma Hepler with that transition 3. That's one thing. She's a pretty good sharpshooter on the outside when she gets some time and some space. I imagine she can learn that from her older brother.
Yeah. Up to Annan on the top. Almost picked off by Soriano. Skaggs gets it still. Over to Burden. Burden kicks to Annan and tries to drive down. Pass it down to Skaggs, who finds McKibbin. Shot is up, missed, rebound, puts it back up and draws the foul.
Lopsided 8th grade boys game at LaVille. Triton currently up 39-14. That was after the 3rd quarter.
Foul there was on Alyxa Viers.
Must have been on the rebounds. I didn't think she really fouled her on the shot.
Yeah. Was that McKibbin that scored there?
Yes, that was McKibbin.
2 points for her.
We're not a backup at 13.
Up to Miller on the top, over to Hepler on the side. Passing it around. Finds Bules down low, kicks it back out to Soriano. Brings all the way over to Hepler, who finds Viers down almost by the low block. Kept alive by Jaelyn Bules, goes up with it, misses it. Gets the rebound, puts it back up, and gets fouled.
Nice job by Jaelyn to be aggressive, but yet be patient and try to get that ball back up. Good job by her, that awareness down there in the low block.
Doing really well tonight. Looks like we're going to have Lexia Hostrawser subbing in for Triton. Bules is off on her first free throw. Hostrawser comes in for Alyxa Viers.
It's Triton's first missed free throw of the ball game.
At 2 for 3.
Yes.
Misses her second, rebounded by Skaggs. Took a hard bounce. She had to hustle out for that one. Picked off by Hepler. Looks for Miller. Almost picked off. Passed by Soriano down to Miller. Spins around, gets it back to Soriano. Looks like they're trying to find Hostrawser. Jaelyn down low. Pass is almost picked off by Annan. Miller puts the shot up, misses, gets her own rebound, goes back up with it. Rolls around, takes a bad bounce. Rebounded by Bules out of bounds. Elkhart Christian ball. Really good job by Triton to all hustle down there, try to get the board.
We got quite a few things going on here tonight between the junior high. You had the basketball game over there in the elementary school earlier. Got the wrestling going on over there in the Auxiliary trim?
Yep.
I set the camera up. Somebody set up too high.
Well,
I didn't
did
think
you try
about
standing behind it when you got
No, I was just kind of like, okay, I'll get this set up so I can get back, get those things set up.
No, you did a good job with that.
This is what happens when I'm not supervised, Gavin. This is why I'm only strictly allowed to talk.
I was over at that 5th grade boys game at the elementary school. We were playing Argus, and it was lopsided. Triton won 54-4.
Wow.
Wow. Boys were ready to go tonight,
We only had 6 on the bench, and they had 14 on the bench.
Must have had an off night shooting, I guess.
I remember back when I was little, that was opposite scores for us.
See, when Silver Lake usually played, we usually kind of our gun sights set on Harrison and Claypool. Those are the two we didn't want to lose. Harrison, we was always pretty lopsided, but Claypool, we always brought our A game. We was ready for Claypool every time. Those schools, well, Claypool exists still, but Silver Lake is no more.
Pass was almost picked off by Hepler, went out of bounds. Inbounds from Skaggs to Annan. They dribble it up on the top, looking for a teammate to pass to. Kicks it down to Skaggs, who finds Burden. Burden skips it over, picked off by Emma Hepler, gets it Soriano. Soriano finds Whytnie Miller, racing down. Does a spin, puts it up left-handed, missed. Rebound drew in by Emma Hepler. Pass is picked off by Burden, who will have the fast break one-on-one against Whytnie Miller. Shots off, miss, rebounded by McKibbin. Looks like she's going to be fouled by Soriano down there.
Did Burden miss that shot? Is that who missed the shot?
Thought it was...
Number 3 shot, didn't she?
Yeah, she shot, sorry.
No, you're good.
They meant who got fouled.
No. And the foul was on Soriano. There, that looks better.
Her free throws up and in.
She is 2 for 3 from the line. And get ready for her 4th attempt.
Jordyn Becker subs into the game for Caudill. Second free throws up and in.
She's 75% from the line. That moves them to 50% from the charity stripe here tonight.
Soriano kicks it to Miller. All the way over to Hepler. Pass down low to Miller. Goes up with it. 2 points.
Nice assist there by Emma Hepler to open the Swiss Army knife up down in the low block.
Up to 10 points.
Yep.
Had a real good scoring season this year. Ball's knocked out by Soriano. Mckibbin dropped down on it and was able to save it for Elkhart Christian. They'll get to keep the ball. Burden will inbound it. Inbounds pass is picked off. Miller will bring it up for Triton.
Both teams with 8 turnovers by my mark, and both teams are tied up on the scoreboard.
Finds Hostrawser down low. Spins out of it, finds Miller at top for 3. Dribbles down, kicks it to Hepler, shoot the 3.
There
Makes
she goes.
it.
Emma Hepler's on fire from the outside. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc.
We're shooting a lot better tonight than most other games this season.
Being real aggressive from out there. I mean, when they have a look, they're taking it. Nice job by Emma Hepler trying to earn her some more varsity minutes.
Passes over Burden back to Annan. Just passing it back between themselves. Gets Becker into the passing. Pass it down to Skaggs. Doing a lot of spins. Almost picked away from Miller. Wild pass to Burden's collected.
Like the effort.
Annan. It's called for the carry.
I really like the effort by Emma Hepler here the last 2 games. I mean, she's shown great effort all season long. 10 points in the JV contest last night, then comes in here to the varsity contest. I mean, she's got 6 points in the night, but yeah, on defense there, you saw her chasing down, running down, making really pressure in that Elkhart Christian backcourt.
She played pretty well in her time for varsity last night too.
Yep. Emma's a real good player. She has really developed into a really good basketball player.
She has. Triton's going to try to eat away the score clock here. Last 27 seconds of the quarter.
And they've done what you're supposed to do. They've won the first 2 quarters, outscoring Elkhart Christian in both thus far.
So they're just going to pass it around top, try to get a shot open. Finds it. Hostrawser gets it back to Soriano. It's Hepler from 3. Wild pass over to Miller, who will pull it from 3. Oh. Misses.
What happened to the pep block tonight?
Looks like most of them are on the other side.
They got wore out there. They needed a break tonight.
Who do we have scoring so far, Andy?
All right. First for Elkhart Christian, leading the way, both with 5 points. Abbey Mckibbin has 5, and Shealey Skaggs has 5. Leah Burden has 3, and Annan has 2. Fouls, looks like you're going to have Burden with 1, and Annan with 1, and Caudill with 2. For Triton scoring, leading the way in all scores, the Swiss Army knife, Whytnie Miller with 10 points on the night. Emma Hepler with those 2 big 3-pointers with her 6 points. And Lexia Hostrawser, that early 2-point bucket to start the game out for Triton. All with 1 foul, you're going to have Soriano, Abbey Viers, Kinsey Atkins, and Alyxa Viers. And with 2 personal fouls, you'll have Taren Yates. As far as team statistics on the night, both teams are kind of pretty even on the turnover battle from my record. Triton there and Elkhart Christian 9 turnovers, Triton with 8. Triton shooting 2 of 6 from the 3-point field goal range, and then you'll see 1 of 3 there for Elkhart Christian. Both teams, Triton's really attacked the basket with 13 attempts, making 5 of those 2-point field goals, and Elkhart Christian 4 of 8, and Triton, both teams 50% from the line in the first half. That'll bring us to the end of the first half. We'll look over the stats that we have here, and we'll be right back on the Triton Trojans Sports Network.
We enter the second half, Triton leading 18-15. Whytnie Miller's leading the game with 8 points. Hepler has
10.
6. Yeah, sorry, 10. Hostrawser has 2. For Elkhart Christian, Mckibbin has 5. Skaggs has 5. Camille has 2, and Burden has 3.
And before we get too far, I'll give Danny and Caden and Jackson all their shout-outs. They like hearing their shout-outs over by Dad over the over the broadcast. So here's her shout-out to them. They're having BLTs tonight. Is what I heard they're having tonight. So that's what I get to look forward to when I get home.
Sounds good.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it.
So, Andy, entering the second half, what would you do different for Triton? What would you work on?
I just think you need to be a little bit more patient. Keep trying to work the ball in, kind of watch the turnovers and the fouls. I mean, kind of get yourself kind of settled down like right there. I mean, just kind of control your passes just a little bit and kind of get yourself set up more offensively. And defensively, it's there. You just got to be a little more patient with your passing. Let that zone kind of overwork themselves and then really go into attack. I mean, you see Whytnie attack the basket real well. Keep going to Emma Hepler. I mean, she's hitting real well from the outside with her opportunities. But I think you're going to see Lexia Hostrawser and then Abbey Viers and them a lot more involved here in the second half.
Yeah.
Elkhart Christian, I mean, they just got to keep battling. I mean, it's a team that's pretty scrappy. I mean, they're playing well. I mean, Annan and Mckibbin and Skaggs doing a lot of work. I mean, there's some pretty good ball players. And Burden has some good driving plays there with some good jumpers that she pulled up with. So, like I said, I mean, it could still go either way. Both teams are going to have to battle. We could be in for a pretty good second half. As Burden missed that one.
Shot off by Mckibbin, rebounded by Hostrawser, who passed it to Miller, who'll bring it up to Triton. Passes up to Hostrawser, finds Soriano on the side. Soriano brings it up the middle. Looked for Hepler on the side, but ends up going to Soriano. Dribbles it around. Passing around right now. Back to Hepler.
Especially that zone defense, like you said, you keep going back and forth. You can really put those defenders to sleep and then go on the attack.
Looks like they're trying to get them to sag off Hepler a little bit, try to get her open from 3 again. Miller puts up the shot, misses, rebounded by Bules. It's jump ball. That'll be Elkhart Christian ball.
Whytnie must have heard me talking about attacking the basket. Keep dribbling and try to penetrate there. Because like you said, you get that zone defense worked out just enough, and that kind of opens your lanes. You just got to be quick and hit those spaces that when they go to shift, you can really drive and do some damage. And Whytnie's really good at driving the basketball. You got plenty of players that can really drive, and that can pull everybody in and toss out like to a Hostrawser or an Emma Hepler or right there at Whytnie Miller. Jumps
picked off by Miller. Spins around, finds Soriano, kicks over to Hepler. Looks for the three-pointer, wasn't open, kicks it down to Miller. It's called push.
Be on Mckibbin. Be her first personal foul, first foul of the second half. Oh, I took my pen back, sorry.
Oh, I had my own pen, I thought.
There you go.
Thank you.
Nice look for Hostrawser, right idea. Just kind of had to fight through traffic on that one. Good attempt by her.
Oh, no, I left my own pen in the car.
You're good.
Out to Skaggs, picked up by Soriano. Miller tries to get in on the ball. Shot up by Caudill. 2 points, good for her. Her first points of the game?
Her first points of the ball game.
Ball is brought up by Whytnie Miller.
5 of the 6 players for Elkhart Christian have scored here in this ball game.
Triton's passing around. Looking for the right opportunity to try to score. Finds Bules. Kicks it back out and now around. Hepler looks for Hostrawser. Soriano over to Miller. Dribbles it down, looks for Hostrawser, but back to Soriano. Pass almost picked off by Caudill. Finds Hostrawser. Pass goes off Bules. Soriano gets in there to keep it alive. Picked up by Hepler. Shots up by Hostrawser, missed, rebound by Skaggs, so bring it up for Elkhart. I thought it was 3.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, Soriano's got something wrong. She's hopping around.
Yeah, it looked like she was slow to get up. It was good sportsmanship there by the Elkhart Christian defender to kind of help her up.
Foul on Jaelyn Bules. That'll be her first. Mckibbin gets free throw shots. Probably Soriano's not being taken out. Get a little rest. Shot's good for Mckibbin.
Elkhart Christian goes up by 2.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, is Adam even looking at her?
Looks like she's playing fine right now, holding her side a little bit. Still moving pretty good on it. Kicks out to Soriano, finds Hepler for 3. Takes a hard bounce, goes up on the top. Shouldn't that be called out of bounds up there?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Annan drives down. Miller stops the passing lane.
Nice job by her.
Almost picked off by Hepler. Takes her hands off. Avoid the foul. Shot by Annan's up. Misses. Rebound by Mckibbin. Drawn away by Miller. Soriano passes it to her. Almost lost on the bounce. Goes up with the shot. Rolls out. Rebounded by Annan. Kicks it to Skaggs. Will bring it up for Elkhart Christian. Wild pass goes off of McKibbin's leg. Triton ball. Alyxa Viers comes in for Lexia Hostrawser. Looks like Elkhart Christian was playing trap, but then they went right back out of it. Finds Bules, kicks out to Soriano, finds Hepler for 3, it looked like. Finds Bules down low, 2 points.
I had a feeling she was going to get involved at some point in the ball game.
Finds Caudill, kicks it back out to Skaggs.
You gave me an idea. We're having BLTs too.
Hey, there you go. Thank Michelle.
Pass by Skaggs goes out of bounds. Looked like it might have been off of McKibbin, though.
We have to do BLTAs because I don't like tomatoes. So we had the A in there for the. We had to add something that I'll eat. Not my favorite thing in the world, but we put avocado on it. It's not bad.
Over to Hepler. Soriano finds Bules, kicks out to Miller. Would have had the pass a second earlier. They would have had Hepler wide open. Jaelyn gets driving foul called.
Good pass by Alyxa Viers to kind of be patient and give it to her in stride. That was a real good pass. The last 2 times, real good passes by Alyxa Viers down there in the low block.
Who is the foul on?
I believe it's going to be on Burden. It'll be her second personal, team's second of the half.
First free throw is off by Bules.
Triton starting out perfect from the line for the ball game. Have now fell to 2 and 5.
Goes up with her second attempt. Good. Is there 3 points on the game?
Yep.
Passes to Ann on the side, drives down, loses it, Triton ball. Doing a really good job at forcing turnovers. Miller was looking down at Viers, kicks it to Hepler, who's also looking for Viers. Gonna swing around the top. Finds Bules, kicks it back out Soriano, finds Miller. Soriano drives down, gets it to Viers. Out to Soriano, back over to Miller, who drive down left side. Kicks it over all the way to Hepler, who finds Soriano on top. Keeps passing around until they get a good opportunity. Gets it to Hepler. Like Soriano got hit kind of hard there again.
Definitely favoring that left leg.
Over to Hepler on the right corner. Hepler for 3.
It was a good look.
Rims out, rebounded by Burden. Soriano steps in front of her. Timeout will be called by Elkhart Christian.
Oh, whole host of Trojans will be coming in after that timeout with Abbey Viers, Taren, Yates, and Kinsey Atkins will be coming into the ball game following the timeout.
I hope they rest Soriano because we're going to need her Saturday.
Yeah.
Conference game Saturday.
Oh, yeah. I bet she's going to get a rest here on this one. Oh, done pretty good last 2 nights. I've had both the TTSN special and the regular pretzel last 2 nights. I'm doing pretty good.
Haven't had a cookie yet.
Oh, man. Gavin, it is a good thing you're talking tonight. Kind of letting Gavin kind of taking the, I guess, what do you want to call it? Taking the reins off or, no, promotion. We're promoting him to play-by-play. I told him I'm going to have him do it. Do you want a cookie or anything, bud?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Yep. But giving Gavin he's done a great job this year. I mean, I've been real impressed with Gavin, and I think, that he did a good job there in the game. I wasn't able to go to Trinity, and, I didn't get to do a game with him being his color commentator to his side. But, Gavin's a lot of pretty good knowledge. I mean, you don't see many seniors with the sports knowledge like Gavin has, and it's not a deal where sports is all he thinks about. I mean, he has a lot of different interests, but yet Gavin has a real good sports mind, and, like I said, it's going to come for him. I kind of wish we would have been doing this last year, Gavin, but
yeah. I wish, too. That would have been fun. Do it longer.
You can always come back, when you go to college. So, but like I said, Gavin, he has done a great job, and it's good to be able to be part of it up here with him. It's real good to have him here.
Thank you. I enjoyed doing it.
And now I'm going to let you talk because I'm going to take a few bites of my cookie.
Annan will inbound it to Skaggs. It's like Caudill's trying to get open down low. Kicks over to Burden. Finds her Caudill on the corner. High pass.
Ooh.
Almost saved by Annan. Yates gets a fast break. Goes up for the layup, and it's good. Her first points of the game, Taren Yates.
Not bad to do it on the fast break.
Yeah. That's what she's probably scored the best on this season. Really done a good job at forcing steals and getting down fast. Has great speed on the takeoff.
Between her and her brother, they're real good at scoring around the basket.
Yeah. Both have a lot of speed.
Yes, they do.
Another steal by Taren Yates. Brings it up with speed again. Finds Atkins out for 3. Steps back. Yates faked the shot. They had Atkins open on the side. Passing it around the top. Atkins, Yates, Miller. Skaggs really closed out on Whytnie there. Put some pressure on her. Faked by Atkins.
And watch Abbey Viers. She's trying to circle there and close, and she might get a look here.
Gave her a look. Goes out.
Oh.
Last touch by her. Skaggs will inbound to Annan.
Oh, nice smart move by Annan to let it roll most of the way up the court.
Shots up, misses. Triton up 23-20 to enter the fourth quarter.
I'm going. Let's see, 5. Should be there. Yep. So Whytnie Miller still with 10 points. Emma Hepler with her 6. So she's shooting 2 of 5 from the three-point line. I mean, she kind of had a couple shots there, but they're all good looks that she's taking here. Bules added with her 3 points in the quarter. Taren Yates with 2, and Lexia Hostrawser still with 2. The only person really in foul trouble is Taren Yates with those 2 fouls. For Elkhart Christian, McKibbin has those 8 points. Skaggs with 5, Burden with 3, Caudill with 2, and Annan with 2. Still only one player is Becker that's playing tonight, so 5 of the 6 have scored, and 2 players with 2 fouls are Burden and Caudill for the Eagles. And team statistics, you're going to look there: 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 5 of 9, so 9 trips there for Elkhart Christian here tonight. Triton shooting 7 of 18 from the 2-point field goal range, 2 of 9 from 3-point from downtown. 16 turnovers for Elkhart Christian to Triton's 10. So Triton's winning the turnover battle. That's going to be big going into this fourth quarter.
Start the fourth quarter. We have Miller, Atkins, Yates, and the Viers sisters. For Elkhart Christian, we have Skaggs, McKibbin, Burden, Annan, Caudill.
Gotta appreciate their stamina and agility. Not having a full bench or anything like that. They're playing pretty strong in there. They've been playing with a lot of athleticism throughout the entire night.
A lot of speed too.
Yep. It's not a sprint for them tonight, it's a marathon.
Yeah. Triton's 3 guards pass around up top, trying to find 2 of their bigs down low. Miller drives down, finds Abbey, kicks to Alexa, who finds Atkins for 3. It's good.
Nice shot there by Kinsey Atkins to recognize she had some space there straight away and puts it in.
First 3 points of the game.
Yep.
Annan brings the ball up.
Puts Triton
Pass almost tipped away.
Puts Triton shooting 30% from 3 beyond the arc.
Atkins steals it, kicks it to Miller. She's up for 2, and it goes in. Is there 12 points on the game?
Yep, the Swiss Army knives there with 12 points on the night as they take the lead now by 8.
Pass stolen again by Kinsey Atkins. Goes up with it, misses the layup, rebounds it. Doing really good down low, playing strong even for her size. Yates cuts down. Will get called for travel.
I know Kinsey's playing pretty strong, kind of shades of her older brother there. Caden was a pretty strong player too.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep saying blue, but I don't realize that they realize it's purple or not. They keep saying blue, right?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing things. I mean,
I guess they'd say white if it was Triton.
Yeah.
True, but they keep saying blue. It's confusing. They're wearing purple.
Maybe they're colorblind.
True, true, very true.
Andy, in the remaining 6:41, if you were Triton, what would you be doing?
I would not let off the gas pedal. Reason being, you know, it's 8 points, and we had ripped it for 19 the other night in that bowl game, and the one we won the other night. And for me, I would not let off the gas.
Yeah.
It's nothing with sportsmanship with there, but I think for the confidence going into a conference game, especially playing 3 games in 4 nights, I would definitely keep the ball. I'd keep the gas. I'd keep my foot on the gas and keep attacking. You know, that's one thing. Kind of take advantage of some of the miscues by Elkhart Christian.
Mm-hmm.
I would not let off the gas pedal because 8 points is almost too close.
Yeah.
To kind of back off.
At least
real
4
conservative.
shots.
Yeah. You can get back in the game in a hurry with 8 points.
Mm-hmm. Pass over Burden. Picked up tightly by Atkins. McKibbin goes up with a shot. Rebounded by Miller. Body sent in the floor. Wild pass saved by Taren Yates. She'll be picked up by Annan. Finds Atkins, who finds Abbey Viers. She'll go up with it and draw a foul. Looks like foul's going to be on, I think, McKibbin. A lot of people down there making contact, though.
I think it was on Annan.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Okay. Make sure I saw the signal right. So that gives 3 players now with 2 fouls for Elkhart Christian. Their 3rd team foul is Abbey Viers will find her way to the charity stripe.
Her first free throw's good. Second free throw's up and in. So Alexa got called for entering the lane.
Yeah, Abbey kind of crossed over. She's done that.
She did?
Yeah, she kind of got caught crossing over the line there. Do we consider that a miss?
I don't think so. It just cancels the shot.
Cancels the shot and all together. That's what I kind of think.
Turnover on Caudill.
Yep. Good job by Abbey Viers to kind of get her, make her pick up her dribble and kind of threw her off. She kind of shuffled her feet just a little bit.
Atkins brings up the ball for Triton. Passes over to Viers, finds Miller. It's a screen by Viers. Atkins dribbling around the volleyball line, being picked up tightly by Burden out deep. Elkhart Christian playing really deep right now. Atkins for 3, good.
That was pretty. She kind of stepped back and let that one fly from beyond the arc. Triton up now by 12. 4 of 11 from behind the arc.
Foul called on Taren.
Yep. Be her 3rd personal. Love the aggressiveness by Yates, though. I mean, she really finds herself and gets ready to attack. I mean, I really like the aggressiveness.
Another foul's going to be called on Triton. Is that Alexa it was called on?
Yes. Be her 2nd personal, team's 3rd.
Burden will inbound to Skaggs. Skaggs for looked like a deep 2.
Yep.
Rebound by Caudill. It's called for travel.
Elkhart Christian shooting 6 of 15 from inside the arc and shooting 1 of 4 from beyond the arc.
Kinsey Atkins brings up the ball for Triton, finds Viers, kicks it to Miller on the corner. Miller's going to drive. Pass picked off by Annan. Shots up and in.
Puts them down by 10. That's her 4th point of the night.
Going to have Hostrawser check in next dead ball for Triton.
Nice no-look pass by Taren Yates.
Shot rolls out, rebounded.
What's going on?
44. They say over the back.
Okay.
Only person she was over would have been the girl on the ground.
That's kind of what I thought. Must have been a push, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Coach Heckman's kind of walking her through it, I guess. So the starting 5's out there now.
Burden's 3-point shots up, misses, rebounded by Miller. We'll bring it up for Triton now. Finds Atkins on the 3, passes it down, pass picked off and kicked, but they're not going to call it by Annan. Burden brings up the ball. Passes to Skaggs. Finds Caudill. Hit away by Yates. Still Elkhart Christian ball. Be inbounded by Burden.
Ooh, I was gonna say offensive foul there. She kind of maybe. Oh, they're calling Hostrawser.
Kind of a hard one to call. Both were moving the same way. Well, not same way together. 3-point shot up by Annan. Misses, gets her own rebound, puts up for 2. Misses again. Caudill tries to get rebound, falls down. Rebounded by Miller. Caudill comes in tight. So she's kind of mad from falling. Had a wild defense being played by Elkhart Christian to get the foul call.
And she'll have 3 personal fouls, team's 4th. Kind of a frustration foul.
Atkins into Miller. He'll bring it up to the top. By the logo. Atkins does the same. Passes back to Miller. Fakes the pass. Over to Yates. Shots up, missed, rebounded by Viers, put up by Miller. 2
and
points
1.
And a foul.
And she'll go to the line for the N1 opportunity. Nice job by her to play to stay there with it. Good job by Abbey Viers to recognize she didn't have a shot and saw Whytnie Miller back up and ready to go. Foul's going to be on Annan. Be her 4th personal. Did I miss one? I must have.
15 points on the game for her.
Yes.
Career high is 16, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Almost picked off by Miller, but it's going to be a foul call. That's her first on the night, isn't it?
Yes. Added a foul for somebody.
Annan will pass it in. Picked off by Atkins, who gets the fast break, goes up with it. 2 points.
Stealing the basket for Kinsey Atkins. That's going to give her 8 points on the night.
Done a real good job scoring tonight.
The 21st turnover by my count for Elkhart Christian Academy. Triton now up 15.
Triton's doing really good this 4th quarter. Doing a really good job scoring everywhere.
And another thing to kind of look at as far as what they've done, Elkhart Christian, the game is starting to wear on them a little bit. They kind of hit that 4th quarter, trying to kind of find themselves exploding. I mean, scoring 14 points in this quarter. They've done that a couple times in their wins where they've exploded for 19 the other night.
Yeah.
And now they've done it for 14. So Not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe all of the starters for Triton have scored tonight. Yes, they have. All the starters have scored tonight. And Jaelyn Bules and Emma Hepler scoring off the bench. Let's see, I think that's it. Yep. So like I said, Whytnie Miller leading the way with 15 points. Kinsey Atkins adds her 8. Emma Hepler with 6. There's the top 3 leading scorers for Triton.
Looked like Emma was doing a little celebration dance down there in the huddle.
She's always having fun.
Uh-huh.
Always having fun. I tell them all, my favorite thing about her is her attitude. Every time she's always having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Volleyball, it don't matter. You got to appreciate the attitude.
Day at practice, she was getting icing in Eric's office. Me and Corey were out watching boys practice. Heard her singing in there. Walks out. Having fun in there getting ice, Emma? Could you hear me singing?
Oh no, that's gonna be a question. That's gonna be a topic for conversation later.
Pass almost poked out by Miller. Passing around the top. Skaggs gets it, drives in. Looks like it's gonna be a foul call on Kinsey.
And that'll put Elkhart Christian in the bonus the rest of the way out. Goes on Kinsey.
Most everyone's had a foul tonight for us. Skaggs' first shot up and in.
That's her first trip to the free throw line, so she's perfect. 6 of 10 for the team. She'll get her second attempt from the charity stripe.
2 for 2 on that opportunity.
And now Elkhart Christian's going to put on some press.
Passes to wide open Abbey. Pass a little too far ahead of Hostrawser for her to get it. Elkhart Christian ball. Inbounds to Annan, who'll bring it up for Elkhart Christian. Pass over to Caudill on the three-point line. Skaggs will dribble around, find Annan, kick over to Caudill. Find Skaggs again. Burden takes the three-point shot, misses. Rebounded by Miller. Passes down to Mckibbin. Slapped away by Atkins. Will go out for Triton ball. Really good job for her to get down there and force the turnover on Elkhart Christian. Elkhart Christian's going to come down and press for Triton. Looks like they're kind of just sagging off now. He's going to let her get right over. Trips her.
And Yates hits the ground hard. Oh, okay. Don't have to add it. I gave her too many fouls, so we're good. Now we're correct. I'll just leave that be.
Passes out to Atkins. He'll bring it up for Triton. Being pressed by Burden. Gets around her, no problem. Yates dribbles out, finds Atkins, gets it to Miller. You're going to have Abbey Viers try to cut to basket off the screen. Pass up to Miller. Looks like we're going to have a whole team substitution next dead ball. Having Dahl, Rose, Bules, Hepler, and Soriano come in. Yates drives down, passes to Hostrawser, dribbles it, gets fouled on the floor.
Oh.
Both teams in the bonus now for remaining 1 minute 15 seconds.
It's going to be on Burden. Be her third personal, team 7. Like I said, both teams in the bonus the rest of the way out. And here comes the platoon swap.
Not often you get to see both teams play every single player on the bench.
No, that's a good observation, Gavin. Very good observation.
Most teams don't have 6 players anyway, though.
Well,
first free throws up and in by Hostrawser.
Giving her 3 points on the night. Perfect from the line. Triton 6 of 9 from the free throw.
Second shot up. Misses. Skaggs rebounds. Will bring it up for Elkhart.
Oh, not sure that was quite a foul.
Yeah. Or tripped over her own legs there.
Jolie Groves be her first personal. Team's 8th. And that'll send Skaggs to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. Perfect from her on her last chip to the charity stripe.
Skaggs makes the first shot, gets her second shot now. Second shot's up, misses off the front of the rim, rebound by Caudill. Will lose it, picked up by Bules, gets Soriano. Skaggs gonna try to play some tough defense on her, pushes off. A foul on Skaggs?
Not sure. It is. That's her first foul of the ball game. Both teams with 18 fouls, and they'll send Jess Soriano to the line for the 1-on-1 opportunity. Chance to get her on the board here tonight. Scored 3 last night.
First shot up and off, rebound by Skaggs. Kind of fought over it for teammate Annan on that one. Going down hard, kicks out to Becker, finds Caudill. Annan will drive down, take the 2-point shot. It's missed, rebound by Burden. Out to Caudill, foul on Soriano there. Ball rolls all the way down to other end.
Of course, Mason might almost got involved in the game down there. Almost got on camera for that one.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh. Of course, the third game of our 5-game broadcast this week.
I don't know if we've ever done that many broadcasts.
Not since I've been here.
Jolie Groves with the rebound, passes to Hepler. Gonna bring it over the line for Triton. And really guarded good by Caudill.
Oh.
Gonna get a foul called. He was on Caudill.
Oh, that's right, Caudill. I'm sorry. That'll be her fourth.
Fourth.
Yep, both teams with 19 fouls, and the sniper Emma Hepler coming to the line for her, I believe, first trip to the free throw line tonight. With those 6 points.
Free throw misses, rebounded by Caudill.
Are you allowed to kick your feet?
I didn't think
I didn't
so.
think you're allowed to do that.
Probably refs didn't want to call it this late in the game. Over and back call for Elkhart Christian.
Be their 24th turnover of the night. Triton winning the turnover battle in this ball game. But definitely made the difference for them as they're up 38-25 with 16 seconds to go.
Soriano's going to dribble it up, pass it Hepler. Trying to probably try to dribble it out, pass it around the rest of the game. Is it Jolie Groves? We'll pass it to Jaelyn. That's the ball game. Triton wins 38-25, and that will improve us to 5-8 on the season.
Yep.
And Elkhart Christian will drop to, is it 5-6?
5-6, yes.
That's Adams'
128th win.
128th.
So 2 away from the 130 mark for him on the season, or for his career. So we're going to get all mic'd up and everything, and we'll go down. We're going to get the.
You read all the stats already?
I haven't read the stats yet. Oh. I figured I didn't know how, do you put them up at the 5? I haven't been here for this part. So here we go. Leading the way for Elkhart Christian with 8 points is Abbey Mckibbin. And Skaggs both with 8 points. Annan with 4. Burden with 3. And Caudill with 2. For Triton leading the way scoring, of course, the Swiss Army knife, Whytnie Miller with her 15 points. Kinsey Atkins added 8 with a couple three-pointers and then a couple points there on the transition bucket. Emma Hepler with 6 points coming from downtown. Bules with 3. Hostrawser with 3. Yates with 2. And Abbey Viers with 1. Team statistics on the night, and we'll get this. We'll go down and get your interviews. 6 of 12 for the free throw line for Triton. 10 of 24 from the 2-point range. 4 of 11 for 3-point range. 14 turnovers, beating the 24 of Elkhart Christian. Shot well from the free throw line. 8 of 14. 7 of 18 from 2-point range, and 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. Gavin and I are going to get mic'd up. We're going to go get Jared and Jaelyn. We'll be right back on the Triton Trojans Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Gavin and Greer, Jared and Jaelyn Bules. Keep our sibling rivalry week going here with our questions. Gavin, start us off.
Okay, so Jared, you've been playing really tough this season, and I don't know if you've been listening to live streams after the game, but me and Andy have been comparing you to a player. Any guess on who that could be?
Dwayne Wade.
We've been comparing you to Dwayne Wade. How does that make you feel to get comparisons to your favorite player of all time?
It's great. I mean, I've loved watching him since I was young, and he's really a big team player, and that's what I want to be as a teammate. So it's really great.
And, sitting there watching you play, like you said, like the Dwayne Wade, the younger years of what he played, that defense where he was attacking, when they didn't quite have, he was kind of the guy on the team. He had Shaq. He was kind of learning. You are an unselfish player, just a lot like what he is, and that's what, like you said, that defense is there, and every night you are going 100 miles an hour. Nobody's going to I don't care how big they are, isn't going to stop you. And that's a lot of fun for us to be watching up there.
And Jaelyn, you play pretty tough too, but do you play tough against Jared at home? Do you sometimes beat him?
Yes, I have beat him before.
Okay. Now let's stay there a little bit. So, how physical are you? I mean, okay, now is mom and dad watching when this is going on?
No.
Okay, so that's why you're allowed to be physical, because mom and dad aren't watching, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jared, so she has beat you at home then,
Yes,
okay?
yes,
Okay,
she has.
okay. The first step is admitting that your sister did beat you.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Is it, she beating you around the basket, or is she beating you shooting?
Shooting usually.
Oh. Okay. So now with that physicality, with you two being able to beat up on one another, like you guys get to at home, well, the Viers sisters last night talked about, well, they get to do it during practice because mom and dad aren't here. So you guys get to do it at home. Now, usually does there get to be a little bit of, what I want to go with here? I want to go with arguing, but does it get pretty heated between the arguing and
Yes.
does it last
Yes,
for a few hours afterwards after we get done?
Yeah.
Okay, so how often do you guys play one-on-one at home then? Or does it stop there? Is it like board games and everything else?
We get pretty mad at each other, and we don't play for a few months.
Yeah. It's mostly during the summer.
Mostly during the summer? Okay. Well, now I can speak as one who's very competitive. We have in our household, the competition wasn't quite for games. It was who could talk the most. And believe it or not, I did not win all the time. My sister was the one who always won, and it was not always well. I mean, there was an argument that she never lost. And she would talk. I guarantee there was an argument one time where it was a one-sided argument where she talked for about 10 minutes. No one got a word in edgewise. Every time you talked, she'd interrupt you, and she would finish. So I can see the sibling rivalry there. So no, it's not basketball. What's the one thing you guys get real competitive over at home? If it's not basketball.
Board games.
Board game. Well, what board game specifically?
Age of Discovery.
Age of Discovery. You're gonna have to walk me through. What's that one?
You got a couple plastic guys, and they all do different things. And you go. It's like after Christopher Columbus, and you go discover America and all that.
Okay.
And it's all about victory points and stuff.
Okay, so there's a lot of strategy that goes in that. Okay, and I can see that without getting real competitive with you two. So now we've kind of had some other fun moments this season too, with different questions. Now, Jared, I won't pick on you in the driving tonight. I've already picked on you enough for that one. So last night we talked to the Viers sisters about team meals and who's the last person you'd let cook for you, stuff like that. And we don't want Abbey cooking popcorn, apparently. She likes it radioactive. Jaelyn, when you guys have team dinners, who makes your favorite food? Well, this is a serious question. She's really thinking on this one.
I'd have to say Rhonda Miller.
Okay. She was a popular pick last night. Who's the last person in this world you would let cook for you?
Oh gosh, I like them all.
You like them all? No, it doesn't have to be a parent. It could be someone on the team. If the last person on any of the teams you'd let cook for you.
Probably Abbey.
Probably Abbey. Well, I mean, after she burnt popcorn with the instructions on the bag, and it's just one button and start. Well, that makes me a little nervous too. Jared, what about you? Who makes the best meal, and who is the last person you would want cooking for you?
Well, my grandma cooks for our team meals.
I've heard her food's pretty good.
Yes, it's very good. So anything she makes is pretty good. And for John, I'd probably John. John would be my last person.
Gardner would be the
last.
Now walk us through the now. I know there was something that happened in class one time. It doesn't have anything to do with that, does it? With a certain thing he ate.
Well, just being John, I just wouldn't trust him cooking anything.
It'd be like my
burning something
4-year-old
down.
bringing me something that, hey, I made this for you, and you go to eat, bite the sandwich. What's in here? And it's the answer you don't want to know. Is what I'm gathering, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you guys, Jared, senior year. I mean, it's cool that you get to share the court with your sister, even though you guys don't play together.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like being an older brother, getting ready to kind of be on your way out, and your sister kind of being a junior, and it'll be her last year next year?
Well, just enjoy the moment because it goes faster than what you realize, and don't take anything for granted.
Exactly. Jaelyn, what's it like for you to watch your big brother play, and now you're playing on the same floor, starting to play some big minutes, and you're getting ready to go into your senior year?
I really look up to him. Like, I love watching him play and, like, score, and he just plays really good all around.
And like I said, you two are role models, and anybody who wants to watch how to play defense, how to play with intensity, and be a team player, I want everybody to watch these two during the live stream, because the way you guys play, that is how a teammate's supposed to act, and it's a lot of fun to be able to watch you guys play. For me, it's just an honor to watch you broadcast your games. So, guys, great job. Keep up the hard work. We're not done yet. We're getting to the thick of things, but we're not done yet. Keep working. Don't let those bad games get your heads down, because those games now, the moments you learn from are what's going to matter in the postseason. You guys are going to be very tough teams coming in the postseason. Okay, just keep up the good work. Well, Trojan fans, we're going to sign off here from the Trojan Trench. We'll be back tomorrow night as the boys will get ready to take on Pioneer. Jared's all ready to rear and Taren ready to go for that one. So we'll sign off here. I'm Andy here with Gavin and Greer and the Bules brother and sister. And until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.